And I'm going to show you today how you can preserve cheese in olive oil. So again, we want to start with some Pecorino cheese, and I'm going to lop off another piece here. And take off that rind and cut this up. Just going to cut it up. It doesn't have to be in any particular size, but just in little chunks. Cut it up. And we're going to put this right in the jar. Put it in a big jar or a small jar. You can give this as a gift. This is a great idea as a little hostess gift to bring somebody. So all the cheese goes in the jar. And then you want to add some herbs with this. I like to put in basil, a little bit of parsley, some peppercorns. It makes a really pretty, attractive looking jar of cheese. Okay, so that looks like it's enough. And then we add some peppercorns. A handful of peppercorns go in the jar, just like that. See how pretty that looks? And then, of course, I like to spice this up a little bit with a little bit of hot red pepper. So that goes in, about a teaspoon. If you don't like hot red pepper flakes, you can leave it out. And here we have some fresh parsley. Put that in, and a little bit of fresh basil. Put that in. Then when you have it all in the jar like that, you want to top it off with extra virgin olive oil. And this is really critical now. You really want to make sure you top the jar off, meaning that all of the cheese, the spices, and the herbs are beneath the level of the oil. So go all the way up. I know it sounds like we're using a lot of olive oil, but you can use that in cooking. So that's about enough. Then you cap that, put it in the refrigerator. And the oil is going to congeal a little bit, but you know what? You take it out at room temperature and leave it stay for a little while, and it'll be just fine. Okay, so now that you know that, why don't you pretend with me that that's been sitting around for a week in the refrigerator? The doorbell rang, and you're having company. So what are you going to serve them? Well, you're going to make a great antipasto with this, and let me show you how you do that. I like to build it on a nice tray. So here's my tray, and here are some vegetables that I grilled in the oven. How about some nice sweet red and yellow peppers? So put some of these on. How about some sopressata, which is a salami, a cured meat that you can find in a deli. You can find this in your Italian deli. Put some sopressata slices on, like so. And I also grilled some eggplant here for you. So we're going to put that on. And here are our eggplant slices. You can make that look nice by just curling them a little bit, by just rolling them up. All I did was put these under the broiler for a few minutes until they were softened. I brushed them with a little bit of olive oil. And now I'm just going to arrange them attractively on the tray. And I also took some Tuscan bread and cooked that a little bit, browned that a little bit in some olive oil. So there's our eggplant. Here are a few slices of Tuscan bread that we've done in olive oil. And now we can add some olives. Look at how pretty this looks. Add some olives here and there. And then we need to add the cheese. So now the cheese has been marinating. Let me get out a spoon. Take some of this cheese and just put it in a little bowl with some of that olive oil that you can then put on your bread slices. So taking out some of this beautiful cheese, get a little bit of the herbs with it and some of the peppercorns. Looks pretty, doesn't it? I think this is lovely. And add the cheese there. And this is a no stress kind of antipasto. So you just admire that. Isn't that beautiful?